Let me introduce to you the art phenomenon of our time, Shahar Koyak. Shahar comes from the Temuan tribe of Malaysia's Orang Asli Aboriginal population, located on swampland deep inside the remote jungles of Malaysia. This young man was gifted from youth with a passion for art and a fluency in the most advanced techniques of form, shadow and light, color blending, perspective. Gifted genetically or magically from God. For without any logical explanation, he was able at a very young age to draw with a competency as if he were touched by the master Michelangelo personally. Having absolutely no training nor apprenticeship, at the age of 7, Jacques was digging through the night coals to find a piece of it to draw directly on the walls of their primitive hut with a technique and quality not dissimilar to that of the great Michelangelo himself painting the Sistine Chapel. His family was confused but supportive. Friends and schoolmates at first amazed, but often later became jealous. Everyone knew this talent came from beyond their jungle village, and that made many of them skeptical, if not judgmental, and other negative reactions that come so often from fear of the unknown. His bio is his story and his gift. Jacques is simply an artist by some miracle in the creation of things. His gift is more than genetic and surpasses any logical explanation. He came from nothing, and yet holds in his brush the power to create art in technique, form, proportion, design, shading, and coloration comparable to the great masters in art history. And all this was in place long before any formal art education, and he does not lean on his university degree for validation. He took the attaining of a degree as a challenge, and any challenge to Jacques must be conquered, as if it is a means of expressing validity for his people. Many artists in Asia consider their art a commodity, measurable, and to be priced and valued by age, experience, education, or even square feet. But Jacques is not a street artist who mass produces and sells at a pittance just to eat his dinner. Jacques is not a stranger to starvation and is willing to eat jungle worms rather than discount his gift so that other enterprising outsiders can make yet one more quick profit off the backs of downtrodden Aboriginal assets. He wants galleries and gallery managers to know it sometimes takes him many weeks to produce just one piece of fine art. He only creates when inspired, and that comes rarely. But when it touches him, it compels him to create a masterpiece. During these creative episodes, he often finds himself not eating or drinking while working 24/7 until the inspiration has run its course, and what is left, other than nutritional depletion and dehydration, is a result of magic on canvas. Jacques believes that inspired art is to be measured by the story of the artist, the talent of the artist, the gift of the artist, and the eye of a discerning collector who recognizes inspirational expression and with particular insight appreciates and wishes to honor a rare treasure. Another artist of similar age and education to Jacques might be satisfied to sell his art to the lowest bidder. But Jacques will hold out for the sincere collector who cannot resist the awesome story of Jacques' life. and gifted passion, combined with a story behind each of Schock's inspired artworks. Should a collector simply walk past one of Schock's paintings hanging on the wall of a gallery, exhibition, or museum, he would be impressed indeed. But should a collector also be thoroughly enlightened on Schock's story, combined with the inspirational story behind each painting, then the genuine collector will be unable to walk further. He will want to pause, to study this creation, and consider how wonderfully the artist has brought to life something of such great meaning with such amazing talent. In fact, Shahar Khoyak has developed his own modern genre. He calls it stream of consciousness art, whereby the canvas, while having modern and perhaps unnatural coloration and or shape, will still express soul and beauty. It grabs you. It touches your heart, despite, or perhaps due to, the totally modern contemporary format. There is no doubt that Shahar Khoyak is the first Aboriginal artist in the world to create significant contemporary art. And in time, Schock will without doubt become the most famous Aboriginal artist in the world. Malaysia will be proud to call him their premier and favorite son. Asia will proudly embrace his talent and his deeply touching story as their most phenomenal artistic achievement. Shahar as a talent is big, but when the entirety of his story is considered, Shahar, the Aboriginal contemporary artist, will become the art story of our generation, indeed, of the 21st century. It is the art of Shahar Khoyak that will join the World Artist Hall of Fame, alongside the likes of Michelangelo, Monet, Leonardo da Vinci, Van Gogh, Rembrandt, Matisse. Schock's talent uplifts his people, brings to light their wonderful culture, their timeless history, and their modern plight. This he does for all Aboriginal peoples across the globe. Shahar Khoyak translates an ancient culture into modern forms, which enables understanding by the outside world. Shahar Khoyak, through his art, will change roadmaps around the world to show everyone the pathways and roadways linking all the modern world to the people who touch the earth most directly. Shahar's people, the Aboriginal race. Through his art, the world will discover that its roots are still alive and well inside the remote places of the earth, the places where they have been pushed aside to be so long hidden from view, misunderstood, neglected. Shahar Khoyak's art and influence will bring Aboriginal culture out of the darkness, where it can be seen for what it truly is: our roots, our ancestors, our blessings to be cherished and no longer disgraced and dishonored. Our own selves so long hidden from view and absent our care and our long overdue respect. Shahar Khoyak and his art have so much traveling to do in one short lifetime. He does not have the time to sit around waiting for his art to sell and resell again, making others rich. He will take his art directly to those who will celebrate its beauty, its story, its enduring significance. Schock seeks to take our hands and walk with us on his journey, using his gift and his art to illuminate the beauty of his people. Where there was ignorance, there will be knowledge. Where there was sadness and neglect, there will be recognition. Where there was darkness, there will be light. Where there was ignorance and distrust, there will be love.